Hi guys, I'm back. Julian here. So I promised that we were going to go into uploading photos this week, but it seems like I just received the new Maps update for the 15-year birthday redesign of the Google Maps app. So because there's a lot of changes on the position of certain menu settings and the interface, so I thought we should just run you guys through it first, just so that it's so you don't have a shock like, okay, previously we talked about where this is and now it's like in a totally different place. And anyway, I'm really excited to check out what's the new design about. So let's dive into it. First thing you will see is that, okay, the app icon is very different from previously. I think I mentioned this before. So the old icon is really based on like topographical map. It's a very classic map kind of design, just a map. So this one here is actually a map pin, right? So if you have used Google Maps in the past, you'll know that everything is like a pin, right? So each place is a pin, so we call it like a place mark or point of interest, a POI for short. And you might hear me talk about these a lot because, well, that's the main thing. So this is front and center the icon for maps, so it just like reflects that Google Maps now is not so much about the topographical features. We don't interact with the roads, the hills, and this kind of classical map features, but rather the places that we are going, like the business, the shop, the building, the park, the attraction, and all this like place marks. This is the main thing that people look for in maps and interact with, and the data that we're looking for. And so this really reflects the change going forward, where Google Maps see themselves going towards as part of our new digital assistant in our mobile devices. Alright, so let's go in here, and you might see that, okay, a bit has changed. It still looks like Google Maps, of course, but a lot of things have moved around. The bottom now, you will see 5 icons. This is in line with the change towards like a more vertical and long phone, so buttons are placed at the bottom, so it's easier to reach if you have a tall phone. And it's smaller and neater than before. It was really chunky and taking a lot of space in the past, but now it's really more streamlined. I like that it is a very neat and clean interface. So first thing we have here is Explore, still the same. There used to be some stupid pop-up that is just for you to pull up, but now it's hidden, which is great. So I think the contents are still the same. You have some recommendations, you have the events. It looks a bit different today because I've placed my position in France. So, well, just to check out a new place, right? It's interesting. Events, wow, looks like they have lots of cool stuff coming up. Features, wow, new stuff as well. So Explore hasn't changed. Let's look at the next one, Commute. Commute, still there, it's very important for everybody. It's you want it at your fingertips. Saved is new. Okay, so Saved, we can see here that it's kind of restructured. Lists are now front and center, which is good. List is something that Google Maps team has been promoting a lot since 1 or 2 years back. So with lists, they are recommending that you make lists of things that you find are really nice. You want to recommend it. For example, it can be a list of neighborhood parks, a list of burger places, pizza places, and you can share it with your friends. You can share it online. You can get featured on Google Maps in the future. I think they're building that feature out, right? So this is front and center. That's great. Timeline has also moved down here at the bottom. Timeline is a very fun thing to do, but it's a weird place for it to be. You have labels, reservations, following. We'll see better when there's more data. Following is pretty new and not extremely useful for now. Visited. Okay, so I'll show you this in my future account. There's gonna be more interesting things to see. This is through empty, right? There's no data here. So that was this thing. I hate this thing. Okay, save this. That's save, that's new in this position down here. There's contribute. So like I mentioned in the past, contribute tab used to be in the overflow menu, but this is where you see your profile and your reviews and your photos. So it's good that they moved it out here rather than hidden away, so it's easier for people to find and quicker to access as well. Let's see, it's definitely some redesign here. They've made it a lot neater, especially this, I think. So this is the current profile design. Previously there were like kind of 2 pages where you can see your profile, and one was quite horrible, it was old design. This is alright, and it's kind of plain, but it's functional and it's neat and tidy. Right, so this goes into here, it's still the same. Okay, definitely they could probably make it a lot more attractive and colorful, but right now it's very functional and plain. Some people find that Google Maps gets too confusing, so it's good that it's neat and tidy. Alright, let's see what else is there. Updates is, previously it was called For You, which was this portion here, so now they combine it with messages and now they call it updates, which is kind of weird, but I guess they ran out of space, right? You can't really fit 6 icons, it's gonna be really squeezy. So For You is still the same, I guess. Oh, look at this is new. Get recommendations from locals. You can follow certain local guides. So this guy has so many stars. I think he's at least level 7 or something. This is Suzanne, level 5. They've got lots of great photos of very delicious food. So they are recommending people, which are the local guides like you and me, that you can follow these experienced local guides with lots of great contributions. Yeah, so this is definitely new. I haven't got it in Singapore yet, so I'm gonna check that out in a future episode. Okay, so other than For You, there's also messages. Messages is a feature that they introduced last year. Can you see this? Oops, sorry, it's not focusing very well. Last year, where you can talk to a business or businesses that activated this feature, so you can ask them questions. It's going to be much more helpful than, let's say, randomly asking questions, because sometimes we find that you get a lot of spammy questions and spammy answers because people don't really know the updated info, like, are you open today? So they might not know, only the business owner would know. So that's where messages come in, and I've heard of people using it to order stuff, make a reservation and ask about the menu and things like that. So it's building up, but I haven't really had a chance where I could use it, that I needed to use it. And most of the time I managed to get the information just straight from the reviews. Okay, let's see what's up here. Manage For You. Okay, so these are the settings, the same, no change from before. So these are the 5 buttons below. And the other important thing here you noticed is that on the top left hand side, what in Android we call the hamburger menu. So when you tap on it, nothing comes out anymore, so you don't need to swipe in from the left and all that. It gives you these prompts. So location sharing and settings are now on the top here under your profile icon. So all those settings have just been moved in. And then on the bottom here, you can see that it says that Save Places, Timeline, and Write Reviews are down here. It's kind of pointing in between the 2 buttons, which is a little odd design, but I guess this is a temporary direction. So I guess in the future they'll probably clear out this entire prompt and button on top. But people are used to it after like 10 years of having that button there, so it's gonna take some time to adjust. Yeah, so settings are still up here, all the same settings as before. So of course contributions and profile has been moved out of here, but almost everything else should still be here. There are a lot of settings and configurations you can customize, and I don't know whether we'll ever get to finish going through that. Okay, so this is the maps design, the redesign for the 15-year anniversary or birthday of Google Maps. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? for me, I'm alright with it. Doesn't really change much, makes it a lot neater and modernized. I'm still impartial on the icon. I find it a little bit hard to um, identify the maps icon, Android icon, out of all the other icons. I love the previous one, but it's cute. It's colorful and bright and happy. Alright, so this episode is the redesign. Next one, I promise we'll get to uploading photos, and I'll show you how I upload and how I manage some of my photos. Okay, thank you.